Hey there guys, I'm Antonio. Welcome to another episode of Antonio Talks. Today, I want to talk about steering your business through challenging times. We are all in challenging times at the moment. I saw a great quote the other day around, we're not all in the same boat, but we're all certainly in the same storm. And that quote brings quite a bit of comfort along with it, that we're not in this alone, right? So 2020 was a challenging year for most. If it wasn't a challenging year, I'm really grateful for the fact that you've had a successful year, but most people had a challenging year. So there are certain things that, I think businesses have to think about when they're going through challenging times. Recessions happen. Obviously, pandemics don't happen often, but recessions happen often. And we're currently in what I would class as a recession. So how do you bring your business forward so that you can first of all stabilize and make sure that you steady the storm, but then you come out on top down the line? So this is the 4 principles that you need to remember. Let's get into it. Number 1, focus on your customers. Your customers are your gold mine, guys. Now really they are. If you think about it, the existing customers or even people you've dealt with, had business relationships with before or done business with, these guys are your gold mine. So focus on them first of all. We're in any sort of wartime footing, in any challenging time, it's important to take stock of what you have. Taking stock looks like, right, who's paying us money? Where's our revenue coming from? What resources do we have in the business? What do we need to change? How do we change it? By taking stock, you're able to look at those things. So a component of your stock is your customer base. So focus on those guys first. Make sure you're looking at delighting them. Make sure you're offering immense value. Have calls with them, regular check-ins. Make sure that all their problems are being solved by your service or product at this time, so that they stick around, because ultimately anyone who jumps ship at this time, from a customer base, it decreases your revenue, and that's not what you really want. Your customer base is your springboard at the moment. It's your income that's coming in is your springboard at the moment. So make sure you're keeping that happy, keeping that flow happening. Number 2, focus on your product and service. Now, we can't control pandemics. The market is the market. We can't control recessions. We can't control anything that is outside of ourselves. So it's really important to focus on what you can control in times like this, because you can get quite anxious, reading the news every day, watching the news every day, hearing from other people, seeing the bloodshed that's in the market at the moment. So you can get really quite anxious. But if you focus on what you can control, which is your service, your product, look at it right now. What is my offering and how is it applicable to the current climate? Because you may have started a business 2 years ago in the heyday when everyone was spending money and this, that and the other. There was no pandemic basically. There was no recession basically. So your business model may not be applicable to this right now. So whether it is even reducing costs to offer more value, or changing your product offering, so you're offering a tiered level product. I'm just giving some ideas here, but focus on your product or service at the moment. How do you innovate it or to offer more value right now in this current climate, and then when we come out of it, you can then offer more services. Those are things that you can control. Those are things that your teams can control. And the great thing about when you're focusing on innovating your product or service offering at the moment for the current climate, first of all, you're going to win more business because you're solving the problems of customers out there that are potential, or even your existing customers. Secondly, it makes you feel good because you're progressing. You're not stagnant. You're not just offering the same old service and wondering why people are, or you're not getting as many sales in at the moment. So how do you transform your product and services at the moment? That's a really great place to springboard you into success once this pandemic and recession is over. Number 3. Don't provide false positivity. Now, I am all about being positive. I think it's really important to have that positive mindset every single day. Making sure that you're feeling good, you're in a great vibe, because you're going to be more productive. You're going to impact other people's lives better. But at the same time, do not provide false positivity to your teams, to your clients. Make sure that everyone understands that the situation we are in. Because if you provide false positivity, first of all, what it does is that it makes people less understand the severity of where we're at, first of all, and then also it does not enable people to step up to the plate, step up to the mark, to be able to deliver better results for the company, to be able to build better technology if you're a tech business, to be able to help you out as a business owner. By providing realistic situations and explaining to your team the state you're in, explaining what's going on, explaining that we need to look after our customers at the moment, because if we don't, we're going to lose revenue and the impacts of that. We need to innovate our product or service at the moment, because if we don't, we're going to have pitfalls and the impact of that. You will see that your team step up to the plate when they understand the realistic place that a business is in. It's super interesting. By providing false positivity though, people have a false sense of security, and obviously people should feel secure. But at the same time, people should be realistic that their impact right now on your business is very crucial. So make sure that everyone understands that. Number 4, take one problem at a time. Tackle one problem at a time. Again, I'm sure as a business owner or as a business startup owner, you've got so much shit you need to do right now. I do. I run a business. I'm in a global business. So much shit I need to do. But if I looked at everything I have to do, I'm telling you, I would fucking crumble. And the interesting thing about us as human beings is that we don't really take steps at a time, because our mind wants to solve everything at once. This is all about focus in many ways. So focus on problems, write them down, focus on your list of things that you need to solve on a daily basis. Use a project management tool if you need to, whatever it may be, but focus on one task at a time, tick it off. You feel like you're progressing. It's a daily progression. It's a daily progression. It is incremental progressions. So if you focus on one step at a time instead of the mountain, if we look at the mountain right now, we're like, fuck me, that's a fucking big mountain I need to climb up. But if we look at a step, just one step forward. Take one step at a time. It's first of all important for your mental health, and also you get more shit done. So those are my tips, guys. Those are my tips through steering your business through a pandemic, through a recession, through challenging times, and I hope that you found them of value. If you have, hit the like button below, comment below, let me know what stood out. If you disagree with this stuff, let me know as well. I'm always up for a conversation, and I'm always up to learn from other people. Again, I'm doing these videos regularly now, so subscribe. And you can even hit the notification button if you're looking at this on YouTube, so you're notified when I upload a new video. Anyways, have a great week. Look forward to seeing you all on the next video.